Political Science, Chapter 5. Good day, dear students. I hope you are all fine. We shall start with this new chapter. The name of the chapter is India and Other Countries. Now, before we start with the chapter, you need to keep certain things in your mind. Let us take, for example, how is our relationship with the countries that have a common border with us and countries that are not having common border. Maybe they have sea as a border, like Sri Lanka, Maldives, these countries, and there will be other countries which are not at all near us, very far. So we have different level of interaction, different relation with every country. uh, if today we are having some issues with some of our neighboring countries, it is because not because we are having a sort of fight with them, because our way of looking at the world and their way of looking at the world is very different. Because of that, we have differences in thoughts and ideologies, therefore we are having certain issues. But remember one thing, everything cannot be solved with guns, bombs and bullets. We need sometimes to talk, we need sometimes to understand each other, we need sometimes to look towards each other. Maybe there will be a time when we will maybe interact, our cultures will come together and there will be something good also coming. So we don't know. So for now, we are trying to solve the problems which we have. With some countries, we have no problems. We are doing well. With some, we are still struggling. India and her neighbors. India's position in Asia is geographically and politically important. Afghanistan, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Nepal, Bhutan, China and Maldives are neighbors of India. If you see these names which are mentioned here, these countries are basically close to us geographically. The value of equality and mutual respect have a great importance of India's foreign policy. Thus, India has good relation between South Asian countries. So that means we, our way of looking at world is we consider everybody equal, whether it is a rich country or a poor country. We treat them as equal to us. We give them respect, we give them importance, we give them care from our side. So this is how we look at the world around us, and that is also part of our foreign policy. Now, we should go to our first neighbor, India and Pakistan. In 1947, India was partitioned and two independent countries, India and Pakistan, were created. So if you see, before independence, there was nothing called Pakistan under the British rule. When we got independence, that time a separate country was created. So if you see, even today in India, there are many people who have their relatives in Pakistan, and there are many people in Pakistan who have their relatives in India, because before independence there was no boundary, there was nothing like Pakistan or India. It was one big nation. Indo-Pak relations are influenced by three main factors. So keep in mind there are three important factors which actually influence, which take ahead our relation with them. Differences in the worldview of both the countries. The Kashmir question, nuclear rivalry between the two countries. So worldview means the way Pakistan looks at the world, the way Pakistan has their foreign policy is different from us. Then Kashmir question, like they have problem that they say that Kashmir is their territory when we say Kashmir belongs to India. Nuclear rivalry between between the two countries. That means Pakistan also wants to be a very powerful nuclear state. We have nuclear weapons, but we don't do it for race or to dominate. We do it for our self defense. India and Pakistan have totally different worldview. Worldview, as I told you, their way of looking at the world, how they see. We consider every country equal and we give them mutual respect. Pakistan has their way of looking. In line with the Indian worldview, India opposed the military alliances of the Cold War. So if you see in the first chapter and the second chapter, Cold War was mentioned, where the world got divided in two groups. One is the group that was with Russia and the other that was with America. So the world became bipolar in two different groups. So, but India did not fall into this. India said, no, we are not trying to be part of this, and tried to solve Indo-Pak conflict bilaterally. That means India said, we are not going to be in any of these groups. We are going to sit together and we are going to solve our problems. The Simla Agreement of 1972 was based on this principle. The principle here, bilateral agreement means, bilateral means only we two will sit together. We don't want a third country to come in the middle. On the other hand, Pakistan tried to maintain relations with the Islamic world and China and entered into a military agreement with America. So if you see, Pakistan had a different way of looking at the world, different way of maintaining, and Pakistan also became friendly with China in first. Before, in a very secret way, Pakistan was very close to China, but officially, to show the world, they had a military alliance with America, military agreement. That means Americans could come on their soil, Americans could use their place, and Pakistanis also could use their weapons, and also there was all these exchange and all these other things. So this is how Pakistan looked at the world, whereas India said, we are not going to be part of any military group.